Hello Chiamiru TV viewers, welcome to SIASA. Today on SIASA, I'm pleased to host Honorable Rahim Dawood, the Member of Parliament for North Imenti. He is here to tell us what his leadership has to show for the last 8 years he has been in Parliament. My name is Godfrey Mutiga and welcome all. Honorable Rahim, karibu kwenye siasa.
Asante, nakushukuru Mutiga na Chiamiru TV.
Yes.
Na nafikiri nitawajibu swali zote ile sitaenda kona kujibu.
Oh, okay.
So I'll answer to the best of my ability.
All right. You are the current Member of Parliament for North Imenti. Your administration and your leadership has been under very sharp criticism, especially from your political opponents. In this show, we used that the Honorable Muriuki was the former MP for North Imenti, saying that your administration has nothing to show. I would like you to tell our viewers what you have to say about this.
Thank you, Mutiga.
Yes.
First of all, if I had nothing to show,
yes,
I would not be elected again. This is now the third time I'm competing as an elected leader. First I was a councillor,
yes,
then 2013 I became an MP,
yes,
and 2017 I still retained my seat.
yes.
So there must be something I have done,
Yeah.
that I retain my seat.
Okay.
Regarding development, at the moment in North Imenti, there is hardly any school which we have not touched. When I came in, I found schools were being given only, some schools were being given only 200 or nothing at all. There are even schools in his backyard,
Yes.
like Munido Primary School, one that one I'll mention. Over 5 years he was in Parliament, he gave only 200,000 shillings.
Okay.
5 years, and that Munido is just near his house. And me, over that 5 years, I gave about 2.8 to 3 million shillings. If you go to Mbuta Primary School, that is in Nyaki East, right at the end of near Kiborene,
Yes.
Mbuta Primary. 5 years, he did not give them even a coin.
Okay.
I have given them in the 5 years, the first 5 years, I had given them about 2 million, and up to date, I have given them 4 million shillings.
Okay.
So, if you were to go and compare what Buta was that time, 2013 when I took over, and what it is, it's a complete surprise.
Okay.
I even heard him say he bought many buses, but the buses he bought were not bought by CDF per se.
Okay.
CDF just paid a deposit of 1 million shillings, and the rest was being paid by parents.
Yes.
So that is why I didn't want to burden the parents, telling them they buy buses, I give them 1 million, but 6 to 7 million is paid by parents.
Okay.
And he said no buses were repossessed by the financiers. Gyaki Girls, when I came in, we paid 2 million debt for Gyaki Girls, and another school I can't remember, the bus, because had we not paid when I came in, that bus would have been repossessed.
Yes.
And I stand to be corrected because there is Information Act,
Okay.
which you can get information from, you are authorized because of the Information Act.
Yes.
You can ask for the information from CDF,
Yeah.
or you download the app,
Yeah.
the CDF app, and you will get it. And you will see in 2013-14 we paid 2.1 million balance for Gyaki Girls, so that the bus does not go.
Okay.
So I did not want to burden the parents.
All right.
But you go to each and every school, you will see there is a big difference. You go to Gyaki Primary. Gyaki Primary, in his time, I will give you the details later,
Yes.
once my computer is working.
Yes.
He had not even given 200,000.
Uh-huh.
I gave them more than 1 million or 2 million in the 5 years, and up to now we are giving up to 2 to 3 million.
All right, Mheshimiwa. That's fair enough. The issue of allocation of bursaries also came out very clearly that there's skewed allocation of resources when it comes to bursaries. Most probably would like to respond
I
to that.
heard about it,
Yes.
and I have never heard primary school children getting bursaries. So when Mheshimiwa was saying primary school bursaries, I was wondering in which constituency do you get primary school bursaries? We are on record to give each and every person who applies for bursary.
Yes.
And I made sure that I opened offices in each and every ward.
Okay.
There were 2 offices in each and every ward. In Gyaki as well, there was an office. There was an office in Gurumo, that is Nyaki East. So, even in Kaudene, there was an office, that is in Munido,
Yes.
Kaudene Chief's office, and there was one in Kidoka.
Okay.
You see, you cannot say that we have not given bursaries.
Yes.
Come, we
Yes.
give you the list,
Yes.
and you go and check who has been given.
Yeah.
Besides giving bursaries, I have given my own funds for the last 8 years to the ones who have passed Form 1 going into Form 4, from Standard 8 to Form 1. My own funds,
You are saying money from your own pocket.
my own pocket, and I can prove it because I used to give my own pocket and they used to get from CDF as well.
Okay.
So,
And that's something that you can prove. Right?
yes, I can prove.
Okay.
And I've got checkbooks. I used to get people coming in, and even up to date, I'm still sponsoring.
Yes.
Like only last week, there was a student who had passed very well from Marwa here near prison.
Yes.
And the mother wanted to take the child to a day school. And then she found a school which was a very small boarding school.
Yes.
I got her a space in Gikomene Girls. The principal assisted me, and I paid the whole fees. And my staff, together with myself, paid for her even the uniform.
Yes.
So the first term's fees has already been catered by myself personally, and CDF will cater for the rest. And she had got over 350 marks. So if we do not assist our bright children, then we are leaving them to vagaries of whatever is happening.
All right. Mheshimiwa, so you're telling the people of North Imenti that the allocation have been fair and free?
It has been fair and free. If anybody can prove me wrong, I am willing to be corrected.
Okay.
Because the list is there, and it comes from all over.
Yes.
All over North Imenti.
Okay.
Unless you have not filled, because there are many people, when I ask them if they have filled bursary, they tell me sikujua inapeanwa. How do you tell them? In December last year, my people went round 2 weeks to each and every location chief's office to give out forms. And that was not even Form 1, that was for Form 1 to 4 and even universities.
Yes.
Some returned, some didn't.
Yes.
So I cannot follow you if you have not returned,
All right.
or if you did not take.
Yes.
But up to as late as even May,
Yes.
people are still coming for forms. Even this week, people are still coming for forms.
All right.
And we do not get 200 million, by the way. I heard that assertion that we get 200 million.
How much do you get?
Right now we have got 137 million, and 35% of that we allocate to bursaries. So bursaries we give between about 35 to 40 million of bursaries.
Yes.
And for projects the available is about 70 to 80 million.
Yes.
But when I started, it was only 57 million. It went to 65, 78, and those records you can get from the website and the app. I don't even need to lie to you. There was a time it went to 110, 120. It went reverse to 100 million.
Yes.
So it went back.
Yes.
So it didn't come.
All right.
As we are talking today, we have not received 20 million of the last financial year. So our projects have stopped.
Okay.
there is, we give money, 2% goes to sports fund,
Yes.
2% goes to environment,
Yes.
5% goes to office expenses.
Okay.
Then there is evaluation and monitoring, and there is the committee expenses. So those are the things which are deducted.
All right. Mheshimiwa, you have been in Parliament for the last almost 8 years.
Eight,
now?
yeah, 8 to 9 years, yeah.
Yes. You went to Parliament in
2013.
2013.
Yes.
In a nutshell, can you tell us what your leadership has to show for the people of North Imenti? Just in a nutshell.
While I have been there,
Yes.
I have managed to get a lot of roads.
Okay.
Those are bitumen roads, tarmac roads. I have managed to get the Meru bypass. The Meru bypass was nearly going away to another county,
Okay.
Eldoret specifically. And when it was initially suggested, the previous MP said he didn't want it to go through the bush. That was Muiteria and all those other places.
Yes. Yes.
He wanted it to go through only town. So he refused to assent to it.
Yes.
So when I went there, I said no, I want it any which way it is.
Okay.
So it had already gone away. Then we got the bypass. We had an issue with land compensation,
Okay.
and people were not letting the contractor for H. Young to construct that road.
Okay.
So we called a few meetings, and then I had to go to one meeting which was very, very vital, because now work had stopped.
Yes.
And the National Land Commission
Okay.
had not released the money.
Okay.
So what I did, I told the people, I will follow it up, and if the National Land Commission does not pay, I will pay from my pocket.
Okay.
And it was on record. I put it on record. But
So
it
you
was
are
a lot
ready-
of money.
You are ready to pay.
It was a lot of money. It was over 730 million. But I told them, I will make sure they are paid.
Okay.
And if they are not paid, I will pay them. And they agreed, and work went on. And I am grateful to the government, because
Yeah.
had I not pushed for it,
Yes.
they would not have been paid.
All right.
Because there are other counties where the bypass has passed. Eldoret,
Yes.
Mombasa, and other places, Kisumu and all that.
Yes.
Many of the people have never been paid.
All right.
My place, I followed it up,
Yeah.
and people were paid. Only the people who have not received the money is in the account, is the ones who have letters of succession, who have not finished it. The second road I managed to get is the one from Durumo, the Meru Mikindori Road, the junction, going to Giaki. I got that done under the Euro 2000, and it is starting from Gurumo all the way to Myomponi.
Okay.
That 50 years, it's never been done. And there was a problem, because every time you used to go, they used to tell me that they cannot go up Kibari Anjeru.
Okay.
That is the hill, the one where Anjero Industries has got a tea farm.
Yes.
They could not go up it.
Yeah.
So they used to have many problems. There used to be thugs on that when people get stuck. That has been done after more than 50 years.
Okay.
It goes all the way up to Myomponi in Daraka. The other one I managed to get, I had already applied for the from Kera office, 6 kilometers initially I was given. Then I asked for it to be increased from Tuskis
Yes.
all the way to Mpuri up to Kaderi. It was 6 kilometers.
Okay.
Initially that was given 240 million.
Yes.
But then I asked for it to be increased, so they increased it to 39 kilometers, goes from North Imenti to Central Imenti to Kidirone, and then from Kidirone to Kariene, from Kariene to Gaito, Gaito to Giaki.
All right.
So that way, I even got from Giaki coming up to Gaito. So my constituency was covered on the lower side
Yes.
and on the upper side.
Yes.
It is just unfortunate
All right.
that the contractor who was given was not a good contractor. Somebody called Sheikh, a Somali guy. But I asked for him to be terminated,
Yes.
and we got a Chinese contractor. The government got another Chinese to be given half of the contract.
All right.
So the Chinese contractor has started,
Yes.
but we are waiting for the Somali guy to finish from Tuskis going up. And that is in a bad state, I agree, but they are supposed to do maintenance.
All right.
I had got 240 million
Yes.
to do the road from Gashiege, the Meru bypass, from Kianjori, where Meru bypass finishes. It goes to Gashiege, Getebe, Ngonyi, 240 million for 6 kilometers. I didn't get a tenderer because I got one tender,
Yes.
which was for 56 million a kilometer. And under Kera, you can only do at 40 million a kilometer.
Okay.
So that we lost, and then the money was diverted to another constituency because we could not manage.
All right.
And there are so many other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had applied for dams
Yes.
and water pans
Yes.
and water projects. I have applied for 50 million for Sumuni water project,
Okay.
which is in Chogu location.
All right.
Then in Giaki division, there was a dam at Kirimatune, which the CS Wamalwa had promised me 50 million. But when I wanted to do it, the people refused. They thought I was taking the sewage plant there.
Yes.
So that 50 million went away. But recently I've got 20 million. I'm doing a water pan at Ruriene.
Okay.
Ruriene sublocation in Giaki division. Then we are doing even another one in Gitugu, that is Nchaure area and Gitugu sublocation. We are doing a water pan there as well.
Okay.
And I've asked for a few things. During my first term, I had taken a motion to Parliament where I had asked for each constituency
Yes.
to have a ICU unit and a blood donor unit.
Okay.
Because of my experience when I was a councillor, there was an accident at Subuiga where we lost some girls
Yes.
from Loreto Loreto, Nairobi,
Yeah.
Musongari,
Yes.
and some had been cut hands. So we didn't have a blood bank in Meru. So I had to get, at that time I was a councillor, we got blood from Nyeri and Embu.
That's now your first time in Parliament.
That was my first time in Parliament.
All right.
It was approved unanimously. But there was a lot of money needed, about 29 billion,
Yes.
which the government up to date has never allocated.
Okay.
But that is now behind us. This term of Parliament, I have taken a bill to Parliament, and it was this week on Wednesday, where I'm saying any bank which closes,
Yes.
instead of them getting 100,000 or 500,000 as per regulation,
Yes.
they should get $1 million shillings. And if you have many accounts,
Yes.
that one should not be consolidated. Each and every account should get $1 million or below,
Okay.
whatever you've got. Because you see, any SME will not miss 400, 500, 600,000. So initially the Committee on Finance had agreed,
Yes.
and they even suggested within 6 months. But 2 3 weeks back they did a meeting. They said it is impracticable.
Okay.
But I think it will pass.
Yes.
Unless we make changes when it goes. So
Anything else you managed to do? You have managed. To
I
do
have
in
managed to take the issue of boundary between Meru and Tharaka.
Yes.
You know, we have had Kwangombe has been a contentious issue, and I've taken it 4 times to Parliament. And lastly, CS Matiang authorized a meeting in Embu where both the governors
Yes.
we met, and all the MPs who are affected and senators and MCAs from Meru and Tharaka.
Okay.
So I've taken it there. I'm waiting for what is going to happen. It's been already 2 years.
Yes.
So we are waiting for, because that land, Kwangombe, 800 acres, was given by Nordimenti.
Okay.
It was not by Tharaka.
Okay.
It was Nordimenti for a sheep and goats project, and the title is with the County Commissioner of Meru.
Yes.
So I have managed to take that. So I fought for my people.
All right.
I've got many transformers. I know we need transformers in Nordimenti. I've given a list of over 52 transformers.
Yes.
In my 7-8 years, I've managed to get about 20.
Yes.
We are still left with 50. And some I'm getting done through the last mile project. And we will still continue.
All right.
The CEO of Kenya Power had promised me, but unfortunately he resigned.
Okay.
So that we are stuck now. So I have to now follow it up again.
You're sure the people of North Imenti are anxious and curious, asking themselves whether you still be defending your seat in 2022, and if you're defending, what solid strategy do you have against even your opponents who are already out there saying they have a solid strategy to beat you in 2022?
You see, when you are the incumbent,
Yes.
everybody is hitting you.
All right.
But there are now, some of them are saying, yes, Mheshimiwa has worked, but now, because he has served 10 years,
Yes.
he needs to give space to others. And you see, if I have done it,
Yes.
there is no reason why I cannot do more.
Okay.
Because you see, I know the ropes. Anybody who will come, it will take him about 2 to 3 years learning the ropes.
Okay.
Like it took me about 2 years to learn the ropes.
Yes.
So anybody who will come in, it will take them 3 years, which will be wasted.
Yes.
So why do you want to waste your time with somebody who will go and then not succeed?
So
And
you're
people
saying-
need development.
So you're saying there's no solid strategy that
There is no
beat you
solid.
or-
I know there are people who are saying
Yeah.
that I said this would be my last term.
Yes.
But my term was cut because of the petition which Honorable Murioki had brought,
Yeah.
which had no basis.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I had told my lawyer I would have even liked us to go counting those votes because according to me, my votes were stolen. But the judgment came out that I had won. So my advocate told me, forget it. And even our governor,
Yes.
Kiraito Moronge,
Yes.
even in 2013, I knew I had a lead of more than 10,000.
Yes.
But that lead was cut down to 2,300. My votes disappeared somewhere or the other.
Yes.
This time, my 3,500 votes were lost because my votes were given to other candidates with a similar name, and another candidate's votes were given to the previous MP.
So you're saying your votes were stolen, but you still won?
They disappeared, yes. I still won because God was, you see, in the Bible it says,
Yes.
man has got many dreams in his heart,
Okay.
but the God's purpose will prevail. And I believe in it.
But I believe, Mheshimiwa, you had evidence to the fact that your votes were stolen there.
But you know, I did not have to, I was not taking myself to court.
Okay.
The one who was taking me to court, he could not prove it
Okay.
because he said his agent was picked up. But his agent crossed the line. And we have got evidence, he crossed the line into where the ballot boxes were. And he was the one who was trying to create fracas so that the voting exercise would be mad.
Yes.
And when he was even arrested for that, what he did,
Yes.
because he did not listen,
Yeah.
he did not have even a book on himself when he was put in the vehicle.
Yes.
And I have got proof to that effect.
the
I even
election-
showed it to
The elections were free and fair.
the elections were free and fair. It's just that votes counting at the polling station, there was some mischief where my votes disappeared.
Okay.
Because what votes I had,
Yes.
I knew were not what votes, because I had over 30,000.
Yes.
And I had more than 3,500
All right.
to him, second. But that's now water under the bridge.
All right.
Let us talk about future. 2022, I'm still there.
The future, Mheshimiwa. That's what
I am
would
still there. I
Yeah,
am still
you-
there.
you're
Whoever
still
is
there.
saying,
Yeah.
there are people who are saying I'm
Yeah.
going for the Senate seat.
Yeah.
There are some people saying I have left it to them. They've got no solid strategy.
Yes.
Fight your own wars. You say
Yes.
what you are going to do for people.
Yes.
Do not say what I haven't done.
All right.
Say what you have done and what you are going to do.
All right.
Do not say I have. Unajua hiyo sio urithi. It's not. I cannot say today I am leaving it to my son or my daughter
Yes.
or my wife or my cousin. No, or somebody who I have worked with. It is not possible.
Yes.
Let people be the deciders.
Mheshimiwa, 2022 and behold, what vision do you have for the people of North Imenti?
North Imenti, in fact, we have just come from a meeting
Yes.
today
Yes.
where I have been fighting for us getting another sub-county.
All right.
I did it in 2015 where we had Nyaki and Thima sub-counties. At that time, people of Nyaki could not agree where the headquarters would be.
Okay.
So in 2019, we did the same.
Yes.
We did the same, they still could not agree. So we could not get a sub-county
Yes.
in 2015, in 2019. So in 2021, I've been following it up with the CS and PS and OP.
Yes.
So we managed to say now we want this one. There was a meeting in July where MCAs were there, all the MCAs and the stakeholders, and they agreed Kiamuitari would be the headquarters. But somebody from Gyaki complained, a petitioner, to the higher authorities. Then the DCC called and we had a meeting today. And the petitioners put their case and the ones who are saying for Kiamuitari put their case. And at the end of the day, the petitioners who had said it should not be given to Kiamuitari have agreed in unison. We had a consensus. They have said let it go to Kiamuitari. Their day will come in future. So we are now going to get 2 sub-counties. So that is the future I'm waiting for to come. And regarding parties, parties is I am in Jubilee. There is no gainsaying about it. At the previous term of parliament I used to be in BUS. And I still believe that we need our own party.
So actually I was going to that point on the Mount Kenya formations and what is happening about Mount Kenya unity, others saying we want to go this way, others that way. What is your take on Mount Kenya getting united?
It is very important for Mount Kenya to get united. Because divided we fall. Because if we are not united, we will not get the development which we want. I'll be frank with you. In the last term of parliament, we as MPs, with our senator at that time, Kiraito Muronge, and Governor Munya, and the MPs we were there, we were so close together. We used to hunt together. That is how we got all those roads and everything we got. Even if some have not started or they are late or that, but we got it mostly in the first term. So as Mount Kenya, we need, because we've got the votes, and our votes should not be wasted. And why is it, I wonder, why is it only Mount Kenya fighting? We're not hearing any other region fighting. Western is not fighting. Northeastern is not fighting. Nyanza is not fighting. Western is not fighting. Rift Valley is not fighting. So why is it Mount Kenya only fighting? Why are people making us fight? I think we need to be one nation as Mount Kenya. Not Mount Kenya East or West, one Mount Kenya. I believe in that. But we still need to think that even our area, we are no less than Mount Kenya West. Even Mount Kenya West should now this time say somebody from Mount Kenya East comes up. Let's sit down, all of us, and come up with a strategy. But we can't be pulling in 2 sides. People will just take us for a joke.
So Mheshimiwa, you're saying as long as we are united, it's also time for Mount Kenya to lead the way this time?
Of course. You see, if we did not say that, then I could not stand as an MP with my background, with my color, with my race, with my religion, then it would be wrong. And we cannot say because a Kikuyu has led, a Kikuyu cannot lead, or somebody from Meru cannot lead, or Embu, or Tharaka Nithi. Because we all have a shot at the presidency. Or if not the presidency, the deputy president. But we should not be told because you have been in power all these years that you do not, we have got the votes. Why should we give it away? No, it is not possible.
Honorable Rahim, it's been a pleasure having you on SIASA.
Thank you.
We hope we'll still invite you in our programs as we talk to the people of Meru and even Kenya about your plans and how you think about politically and even your future in politics. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Like I said, I am in politics still. Many people have disparaged me because of my race. In 2013, I was being told I will break all the churches and build mosques. Up to now, I have not done that. And I have done theology at Kemu University. So the question about people having degrees for standing elections, I have got my master's in finance. And I'm going for my PhD once I get free from politics. So wale hawajasoma wasome haraka.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Thank you.
Asante.
Viewers, that has been SIASA. The Honorable Rahim Dawood has spoken. It has been my pleasure hosting you in SIASA. My name is Godfrey Motiga. See you next time.